the answer in their head, but the majority of children will not be able to work this out in their head, and they need to have a method in able to be able to answer this question. So the key facts are that you need to write down the digits in the squares. So for every digit, so each number will be written in a square. So you'll have 6, 1, 5, 5. Then you need to line the digits up with the correct place value. So you need to make sure that the place values are all in the correct place. And our place values are our thousands. So TH stands for thousands. So in this case, that's the 6. The H stands for hundreds, which is the 1. The T stands for the tens. In this case, it's 50. And the 0 or the O stands for ones, which is the 5 on this first digit here, or this first number. So you need to write the numbers down in the boxes, put all the numbers one below each other, and then you can have a go at adding them up. If you add them up correctly, remember to write your answer in the box to get the mark. Press pause, write down the question, and then press play when you're ready to hear the answer. Well done, guys. Hopefully you've managed to write down these numbers in order, putting them under the right place value headings, and then added them up to come up with your answer. So the first thing you should have done is written down the number 6,155. Underneath, we're going to write the number 501. And the last number is 649. And we have got to add all these numbers up. Remember, this is my ones column, my tens column, my hundreds column, and my thousands column. We always start from the right-hand side when we're adding. Now, I've drawn two lines in. You actually only need the top line, but some people prefer to have both lines. It's personal preference whether you have both lines or just the top line. Now, adding up the ones column, I've got 9 plus 1 plus 5. Now, when you're adding these numbers up, look for any number bonds to 10. So we know that 9 plus 1 is 10. Now, this makes it easier to then add on the 5 because 10 plus 5 gives me 15. Now, 15 isn't going to fit in this box here underneath because I've only got one digit I can add in here. So the 10 from the 15 gets carried and that gets put up here. And then the 5 goes in here underneath. So this means the 15. Now, some people do like to carry the 1 underneath so it doesn't get confused with the numbers up here. Personally, I'd like to write it up here so when we move on to multiplying two two-digit numbers together, then you're using the same method for all scenarios, and you can see that you just add up all these numbers plus the 1 is added in here. If it's at the bottom, sometimes you can forget about it or it get confused when you're multiplying two-digit numbers together. So we now move on to the tens column adding up. I've got 5 plus 0 plus 4 plus 1. Now we know 4 plus 1 is 5. Again, we've got another number bond. 5 plus 5 is 10. So you should know your number bonds to 10. And again, we've got to carry the 1. So the 1 gets carried over here, and then the 0 for the 10 gets put here. So this is the number 10. Here I had the number 15. I'm now going to add up my hundreds. So I've got 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 1. Now here we don't have a number bond to 10, but we could know that 5 plus 1 is 6, and 6 plus 6 is 12, or double 6 is 12, plus the 1 gives me 13. So again, I'm going to carry my 1 and put the 3 underneath. So here is my 13. Now I've got 6 plus 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. So my answer is 7,305. And remember to write your answer in the box. Now you can use commas which split up the number. So after your thousands, you could put a comma in just to split the number up, or just leave a space. This exam question has put a comma in there, so I've just followed the same system as what the exam paper has used, put in a comma. It is not necessary to put a comma these days. You can just have a gap. So it could be 7,000 or 7 gap 305. It is exactly the same. And if you wrote that in the answer box, you would get 1 mark for getting this answer. Give yourself a big tick if you had a really good go at doing that and you got it correct. So well done, guys. Great work. The mark scheme on this question shows the answer is 7,305. 1M means 1 mark, so you can see clearly where the answer is awarded on this question. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths.